Now I'm on YouTube. Hopefully I get my peoples back over here, child. Lord. StreamYard ain't, StreamYard don't like me too much, I see. Child. Let me see if I get, okay. And these peoples. Welcome, y'all. I don't know what it is. I thought that it was the Bluetooth that I had in my ear because I was, preparing my thumbnail as well as because I think the live was originally going to be scheduled for 3 p.m. and I changed it to 5 so that I could finish my thumbnail. I was working on my thumbnail. It took me almost an hour to do the thumbnail. So, uh, so I say I got one person watching. I think it's my moderator. I have never gone live on YouTube at all. So basically, I need someone to let me know that they can hear me. I have never gone live on YouTube. Y'all, I had to go pull out the painter's tape because I got a bunny on. And okay, you can hear me good. So I had to go get me a little painter's tape to put over this damn to put over my camera because I'm chilling. I've been out in these streets for the past 2 days. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead on and repeat what I've been telling y'all, cause I think that the last thing I was talking about was it was a little juicy, but not until the end of the night, okay? So Friday, I was preparing myself because my girlfriends was taking me out to a Korean barbecue spot, and I was preparing myself. So I always do this. For the most part, majority of my clothes I can see directly from my bed, and I'll just be looking at that closet and trying to, see what other alternatives that I will have. I got on a bunny. What other alternatives that I will have other than the dress that I had initially pulled out. The dress that I initially pulled out, I got it from Shein. I got it from Shein. And, or whatever y'all call it. I call it Shein. Some people call it Sheen. I don't know what y'all be. Because I'm going to tell y'all why I call it Shein. Originally, when I was ordering off the website was called She Inside. So when they took off Inside, I just stuck with She In, She In, because it was originally She Inside. So I had ordered a couple of dresses off of there, and one of the dresses, I don't know what made me throw this dress in my cart because it's not my style, y'all. The dress that I threw in the cart, it to me, it was like what you see these girls and they be like, I'm a baddie, I'm a baddie. So I had threw that dress in. But, I think those girls, they probably be like 109, 110, soaking wet. And basically honey, they skinty. But I have hips, booty, curves, fupa, and I put that dress on, and baby, if I would have wore that dress, everybody would probably seen my hoo-ha because it kept rising over the thighs and hips. Oh, I got a picture. I send it to you. I'm finna tell you why I got a picture. So it kept rising on my thighs and my hips. And basically, I was like, you can't do that. You can't wear that dress. No, you can't wear that dress. And I did this the day of. So I put this dress on Saturday, y'all. So then I was in a panic. one of my friends called and he was like, I just don't know why when I'm leaving LaGrange, I think about you. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. He was like, yeah, when I be leaving LaGrange, I think about you. And I said, honey, please, let me get myself ready. I'm finna go out for my birthday. And he was like, see, I knew it was a reason why I be thinking about you when I leave LaGrange, because I want to give you something for your birthday. So I'm like, what you want to give me for my birthday? He was like, you'll see, I want to give you something for your birthday. He was like, what time y'all leaving? And I said, I think they said that they going to be here by 6:30. And then I told him about my little, my little hiccup. I was like, I got on this dress, but I think my little, my hoo-ha gonna be out. Cause the dress keep rising over my hips and thighs. And I always had these big ass thighs, baby. And I'm gonna tell y'all about them big ass thighs in a minute. So he was like, take a picture. Let me see. Take a picture. I want to see you in this dress. I want to see if this dress is appropriate. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see 5 people in the chat. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. It's a recap for the birthday. It's a recap. So you might pull a few extra people in here. Don't be scared to like the video because I have my moderator in the chat. So if any foolishness because I'm on YouTube, YouTube will push me in the algorithm just because I'm on YouTube. So any foolishness that might come in the chat, she know how to handle them, okay? So yeah, thumbs up the video. So, okay. I sent him the picture. And he was like, what you going for when you had did that? And I was like, I don't know. I just put it in my cart. I just put it in my cart on Shein. I still have this thing when it comes to bling. I don't know why I be so attracted to bling things. And I already had in my mind that I was gonna wear my blinged out 6-inch heels. And basically that was, a part of it. And he was like, but if you gonna wear that dress, then you can't put them heels on. He was like, why don't you put on your black bow heels? I love them heels. And I was like, but you never seen me in those heels. He was like, but I want to see you in those heels. And I was like, no. Hey, Brooklyn. I was like, no, I ain't putting them heels on. No. Because you talking about you want to see me in them heels. What you say? Thank you. Thank you in the clouds. I was like, I ain't gonna put no heels on. No, you just wanna, you being naughty. I'm not putting those heels on. This ain't the way you talking to me. So he was like, but no, I don't think that dress is appropriate for you being 51. He was like, that's for them baddies, the bad bitches. He said, you 51, you leaving that era now. So you might wanna I said, I got something else, but it's giving me Golden Girl vibes. I said, it's a jumpsuit, but it's giving me Golden Girl vibes. Right, I'ma always be that. So he say, put it on, let me see it. And I was like, I don't like it because look at this. And, I was pointing out everything. But I think it kind of worked out a little bit to me. It worked out just a little bit. And it's on my thumbnail, which I'm going to put on here. And I think it worked out from the neck up. But the red, I think it was the top part because the bottom part of the one, I called it a onesie. I got that picture too, Queen. But the bottom part of it, I felt like it fit these big old thighs, these hips, and this butt that I got, right? Even the best part about the top part was it kind of hid the fupa, even though I had on me a body shaper. And it kind of, camouflage that a little bit. So I was like, okay, cool. I got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear this outfit. And then it's all black. It had a little rhinestone accents on it. So I was able to wear them 6-inch rhinestone heels I got. And they silver. So I wore all my silver accessories. And I got me a Duke Van Cleef Apple Watch band. So I wore that with some Tiffany jewelry. I was on my sterling silver. And yeah, y'all, you could tell a bitch she wasn't cute. Yeah, them foundation garments. You couldn't tell a bitch she wasn't cute. And he saw the makeup and he was like, well, you always good with your makeup. So yeah, you did a smoke eye. You did really good with your makeup. And I was like, I'm not really done with the makeup. I gotta do my lashes and I'm gonna do my press on nails. So I did that. I also had gave myself a nice pedicure and I did that and I did me some, some gel polish on my toes and I did me a little, did it. So I don't know what got into me, y'all, but we went to Part 27, which is a Korean barbecue spot. It was me and three of my homegirls. I've been friends with them since elementary school, right? We lost one maybe 2 years ago. It used to be a group of us, it was five, but now it's just four. So basically, me and the girls, we went down to Midtown and we went to this spot. And when we first got there, of course, I had to take the pictures and do everything. But for some reasons, my girlfriends, they're not uh, you know, I got one friend in this quartet that she want to take her pictures too. I love taking my pictures. Yeah, girl, you can get me with the filter. You get me without the filter, cause I already feel like I looks good. Okay, at 51, this is 51. So for some reason I called him back and I was like, well, we on our way and if you want to come and take me for drinks, then we can go for drinks. We could go for drinks. And he was like, hell yeah. He said, Victoria's got some. Ooh, I might want to try those. Thank you, Brooklyn. So I don't know what made me say we could go for some drinks after this. Oh, let me go backwards. So they call, they say, we outside. Come on, girl, we outside. Your chariot awaits you. So, bitch, I know y'all ain't never been to my house, but I got a video on my page. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing some type of influencer piece where I was doing a campaign for some company and I thought it would probably be good for me to actually do it on my front porch. And I have like 4 steps and then you come to like a landing and then you come up maybe 6 steps and then you're at the front door. So I had made it down those 6 steps. And when we got to those 4 steps, I don't know what the fuck happened. Y'all can hear I'm a little hoarse too. But I don't know what the hell happened. But that right there, it kind of left me. It kind of got off and under me. I was like, what the fuck? This ain't how I imagined this. I'm doing I'm doing my walk, baby. She coming out of you show them how to walk, 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 walk. Girl, I'm coming down the goddamn steps and honey, Oh, I was holding on to that damn real, baby. That's what kind of saved me because I didn't let that goddamn real go. I did shit. He was he had the humble a bitch. I didn't let that goddamn rail go for nothing. I was holding on to that rail. I was holding on so tight. Y'all, when I had to pull myself back up, I said, and y'all hoes better laugh. I was dead ass sick. Y'all hoes better not be in that goddamn car laughing. I'ma fuck y'all hoes up. Yes, girl, bitch fell. I'ma fuck y'all bitches up. Y'all hoes better not be in that motherfucking car laughing. Cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Y'all bitches better not be laughing. But honey, I was like, y'all bitches better not be motherfucking laughing. So I gave them the address because this is something that we had planned on doing. So, you know, it's me and my two friends I've known since fourth grade, third grade, something like that. She said you would have had been mad. I would have, girl, we would have been fighting. But my twin friends, we've been knowing each other since elementary school, and then I have my other friend. We met each other at child. That's a story in itself. But we had met each other. I think it was ninth grade. So we've all been friends since then. I don't think we ever had any type of disagreements. You know how you might put a friend on mute. We never had that type of disagreement with the four of us. And if we have, we'll talk it out. So I think that's why I can consider them my lifelong friends. We could talk it out with one another, and it's good. We good. So, and I feel like if you have friends and you consider yourself being my friend, it is nothing that you should be able to not come to me and tell me without, we got to have some type of understanding now. We may agree to disagree, but we have to be able to come to one another and voice our opinion on certain topics or disagreements. And this is what I feel that has made this relationship with these three ladies, withstand the test of time, if you will. So other twin gonna meet us down there. So in the car is me and my I'm gonna get these girls' names because I don't need y'all going looking them up. So it's me, Stacy. We gonna meet Tracy because she stay in a whole different city. So it's me, Tracy. We gonna meet Stacy, and then my friend Brittany. So yes, we gonna all meet up at the restaurant, Part 27, Korean barbecue. So we get to the Korean barbecue spot, and basically it's prom. It's prom time. We were gonna go to the one at the Omni. It's near the Omni in downtown Atlanta. But everybody down there with their damn prom get up on. So they having their proms at these nice, downtown hotels. And so I was like, there's another location in Midtown. There's not, downtown Atlanta is where you got the Omni Hotel, Marriott Marquis, you got um the Hilton. It's just a whole lot of very nice hotels down there. So I tell them, I said, well, let's go over to the one at Midtown because that's by Georgia Tech. I mean, the only thing we'll have to fight there is the fact that it's kind of like college town, and more than likely the college kids gonna be on the street, And when we got there, it was all these Japanese restaurant, Chinese restaurant. And the only thing I see is like the Chinese people and they slanted eyes. And I'm like, wait a minute, is we in Asia Town? Y'all see all these damn Chinese people? Now listen, I ain't gonna be vulgar, but y'all know what some of us call that them people. So I was like, where the hell we at? And I'm saying, I'm saying telling them the other word. So they like, girl, okay. So I say, turn right here. More than likely, if you look at the way this building is structured, it's a parking garage behind it. So turn right here. So when we turn, I was right. There was a parking garage right behind it for shops and restaurants. So we pulling down, we parking free. We get out, we gone up in there. And when we get in there, they she said, yes, I have a table available for you. I called to make reservations. They said we couldn't make reservations because it was just a party of four. So she's like, yeah, come on in. I got a table for you right now. So they got like, all the ornate Korean decor, and I started taking pictures by the Korean decor. But like I said, I got friends, they're not, I don't think they be picture ready because they don't know how to get the angles right. They don't get your shoes in the pictures. They don't get the full aesthetics of the outfit. And I think that if I was a grandparent, I'd be the baddest grandparent they have. Like, shit, I was the baddest old bitch out there. I was the baddest old bitch you could have. And she didn't even take the pictures right. Like, I was like, oh my God. Now I got to selfie these goddamn pictures myself. If I could do a tripod, baby, I had this shit set up so right. And she just didn't get it, y'all. She didn't get it. I got a picture by, like the I want to call it a gong. I have a picture by one of those, and it's so furry. I don't know what the hell she was doing. And then at the end of, okay, so we go to our table. And I tell them, I'm like, listen, they tell us, they say, when you ready, just press the button and your attendant will come out to help you. And we were like, okay. And so when the attendant comes, she just, so what y'all want to eat? And we like, first of all, we never been here before. So can you explain to us like what's the protocol? What's the procedure? She had an attitude like we know what the fuck going on. And so my homegirl, she get up and she was like, no, this your birthday. We ain't going for this shit. Let me go speak to, the hostess up here and tell her that we need to move. Because for some reason when I got there, I was like, I don't know, y'all. I think Longhorn will be best. I get me a couple of lamb chops and I'll be all right. I don't know how that came up, but I was like, but I wanted the experience, right? So basically, she get up, she go to the hostess, and she's like, "Can we please move to another section because she's not the one." So they come and another lady come and she's like, yes, follow me. So we get up, we follow her, and the lady that our attendant, she came and she was the best. Like, oh my god, she was like on top of it. She was like, I could cook for you or you could cook for yourself. I'm gonna go and get your salad. What would you like to drink? We tell her what we wanted to drink. And basically she come and she we tell her we wanted the A special, and it came with ribeye, it came with brisket, it came with pork belly, it came with pork jaws, it came with another type of beef. and then you get your sides. Girl, they had this corn, cheesy corn. They had this cheesy corn, and it was in a cast iron skillet. And when they brought that shit out, baby, that shit was bubbling. That cast iron was hot. It was a little, you know how the cheese kind of crisp on the side a little bit. We were like, well, can we get two of these? And when you getting it out of the cast iron, the cheese was just pulling like that was the best cheese pull ever. Now, did I get that? No, I didn't. But I had got where she was cooking on video, and I got where she was bringing out the different meats, and we had these garlic shrimp, and the way they marinated it, it was so good. So we sitting there, we talking, and the plan is for the group of us to treat each other. So basically, next month gonna be the twins' birthday. So me and my friend Brittany, we gonna treat Stacy and Tracy out to dinner, and I don't know where they want to go, but me and Brittany, we're gonna treat them to wherever they want to go, and then come October, the three of us will treat Brittany. So that's our plan. So that because we usually do the girl trips together, we usually we usually go out for each other's birthday, even if it's just maybe me and Tracy, because me and Tracy, we real cool with each other. I'll say that when we were in elementary school, it was me and Tracy, and Stacy had her best friend. But now it's just the four of us, so that's how we been forever and a day. And then it was so funny how I met Brittany, but Brittany stayed maybe four houses down from Stacy and Tracy. And one day I was visiting Stacy and Tracy and Bridget, because at that time Bridget and Stacy, they was real cool with each other to the point where they were like best friends. And I didn't even know that she knew them, and it all kind of worked out together. It all worked out together. So when we was at the table, I was like, "Hey guys, I have a friend. They want to take me out for drinks tonight, so you don't even have to worry about taking me back to the house. I got a way back to the house, so y'all don't even have to worry." They like worry. So what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? I said we just going out for drinks. That's it. And then he's gonna take me home. They was like, what? Y'all going out for drinks. That's it. Y'all going out for drinks. I'm like, yeah, bitch, what the fuck y'all think? We going out for drinks. What the fuck y'all trying to say? We going out for fucking drinks. Like, oh, what y'all getting at? They like, bitch, you ain't sleep. You talking about y'all going out for drinks? I'm like, yes, we going out for drinks. So they were like, ain't no sneaker link. He ain't finna just pull up and then you get in the car. No, we got to see when he pull up. And then, we always teasing each other. For the most part, Tracy is the only one in the group that's married. Or, she's been in her marriage and they are still together. So Stacy, the rest of we all single now. And so they automatically thought that it was gonna be the ex that come, right? This is what they've been thinking. It's gonna be the ex. The ex is the one that's gonna show up. They thinking it's the ex. And so they like, they got down, he gon' we already know what time it is. We already know what time it is. So they were like, ooh, he done got a Porsche. He done got a Porsche. And I'm like, who y'all think it is? And they say the ex name. And I was like, see, y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. It is not the ex. Y'all always thinking y'all know a bitch. Y'all don't know a bitch. It's not this. This is somebody else. And I ain't never introduced y'all to him. Cause that ain't y'all business. And they were like, all right, okay. He had text me. He say, I'm outside. They say, oh, he got a Porsche. Okay, Mr. Porsche. Mr. Porsche done came pulled up the pickup. They were like, oh, you fit right in with the aesthetics of the Porsche. So we riding, me and Mr. Porsche. We got down, riding all around the city. And I'm like, why you driving so slow? Why why you driving so slow? You in a fucking Porsche. You driving too slow. Like, what? Man, you in a Porsche and you driving like somebody granddad around him. I know you're an old motherfucker, but god damn, you like drive. Then we downtown, it was okay because it was back to back traffic. Downtown was really busy because like I said, it's prom season and all the kids was down there, and it was just a lot going on in downtown Atlanta. So when we get on, some surface roads or something that wasn't congested and we could just take off and go, that didn't happen. And I'm like, hey man, what the hell going on? Like, why you driving so fucking slow? So we go to an area where it's like jazz clubs. Hey, Sonya. We go to an area where they have like jazz music, and we all up in there. We having appetizers. I know I said that shit wrong as hell, but we having appetizers and we having drinks. Now, anybody who know me, they know that Justlovely drinks tequila. Justlovely be on her tequila. Okay, so I'm on my tequila. And I'm sitting in there, and he don't want to sit across from me. He want to sit next to me. He want to rub on these big old thighs of mine. He want to tell me how pretty I look and how this and that. And I'm telling him, like, I ran out of setting spray. So when you go back on the set, I need you to steal me some setting spray. I'm telling him, I don't need no eyeshadow palettes. I just need some setting spray. And that's about it. I just need some setting spray. Just get all the setting spray you could get. So he was like, I ain't worried about no damn setting spray. He was like, oh, I could put a towel on the pillow. I said, you could put a towel on the pillow. What make you think I'm finna go over your house? He said, oh, you going over my house. He said, I ain't seen you in a whole year. You going over my house. And I said, I am. He said, yeah, you going over my house. I said, what make you think I'm going over your house? He said, cuz I'm the one who got to take you home. So you going over my house. I said, that's entrapment. He said, don't act like you don't want to be entrapped. He said, I know your ass want to be entrapped. I said, how you know I want to be entrapped? He said, because you followed directions very well today. You wore this outfit that I picked out for you. I already done told you that the makeup was on point. The hair is on point. I already done told you what I want to see you in. Ain't it kidnapping? That's kidnapping. But for some reason, I think I did want to go. Now, when we were at the Korean barbecue spot. I had a pear drink. I didn't get anything, to drink there. I just had a little pear drink, and that was it. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, majority of the things that they marinate their stuff in, it's like pear, pineapple. That's what they marinate everything in. So majority of the meats was kind of sweet, and yeah, even the salad. Like when they brought the salad out, it was just lettuce and onion, and the dressing, I was like, why is this dressing so sweet? I could tell that it's mayo based, but why is it so sweet? So when she came back to the table, she was like, oh yeah, the base is mayo, but it has pineapple, pear, and vinegar, because everything is in vinegar. So it got vinegar, and it has something else she named, but everything was still kind of sweet. So when we left from that jazz spot, we went to another spot, and we was at that spot because he was telling me how they had this appetizer that was really good, and it was, y'all. They had like these, um, it was kind of like not a French, not I'm finna say a French toast. It was kind of like a Oh yeah, I had to tell y'all about that. But the appetizer at the next spot, it was like a what like a Texas toast almost, but it had Alfredo sauce. It was really, really cheesy, and it had spinach on that. And when I tell y'all, it was so bomb. I was like, oh my God, this is good. I don't know if it was because I had already had those down tequila shots at the other spot, but when we got to this spot, oh, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And child, of course, you don't sit across from me. You sit next to me. Hey, G Butterfly. Yes, ma'am, I did get the package. I'm gonna set up so that I could do a video on my package. Okay, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So, and I might even be on camera on that because I just been, playing in makeup. I think I look pretty cute. I look pretty cute. And it will be an upload. So he wanna sit next to me. He wanna rub on me. He wanna, all this and that. So I had like maybe two shots there. So I guess he like, damn, she ain't even drunk. It's like, what is going on? I'm gonna tell y'all what was going on. First of all, I was on a birthday high. I was on an Aries high, and I already had it in my mind that I was the shit anyways. And then could nothing defeat me, right? And when I say could nothing defeat me, could nothing defeat me. I had already made it up in my mind that, okay, I'm gonna go on over to Mr. House, but can't nothing defeat me, right? So he was like, "You sure you don't want another shot?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. What about you? Gonna have you another drink?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have me another drink." So I was like, "Okay, go on and have your little drink. I'm gonna go ahead on and finish demolishing these goddamn cheese breads." That's the only way I could describe it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and finish up these damn cheese breads, and yeah, just have your little drink." And I guess he had it in his mind that if I could get her drunk, then she ain't even gonna fight to not go to my house. But listen, I already had in my mind that I was undefeated off the rip. It wasn't nothing you could do to defeat me tonight. And y'all know I haven't been anywhere in a while, right? I ain't been nowhere in a while. I had been in the house, even when he be calling me and asking me, do I want to go out for some drinks or go out to eat? I had been telling him no, 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 no. That's the only reason why I feel like when we had got to the restaurant, I asked him if he wanted to come and pick me up, and he said, "Yeah, we can go out for drinks." So I think that that was the only reason why um I had said, "Okay, yeah, we can do that." Because he been calling. I kept turning him down, and I kept telling him no. And then for me to even say, you know what, I might even let you come pick me up from the restaurant. How about that? And he didn't even, push the narrative on the conversation. Actually, I did because I just felt like that was something I wanted to do. So when we leave this spot, then we go to his house, right? We go to his house. I shoot to the bathroom. I change my I take me, I use the bathroom. I say, "Where's the soap?" And he like, bring me some soap so I can wash my hands. And then I asked him for a hair tie or a hair clip. I clip my hair up, cause y'all know he works in the hair field. He's a barber, but of course he will help out on other stuff. So I know he got a hair clip somewhere in that motherfucker. So I tell him, okay, um, he say, "Hey, I need you to help me with these sheets on the bed, cause we gonna hang out in here tonight. We gonna look at a movie. We gonna hang." I said, "No, we ain't hanging out in here." I said, "We just gonna go ahead and do what we got to do, and you can take me home to my child, cause my child at home by herself, and so I got to get home to my child. So after this, you got to take me home to my fucking child, cause I ain't leaving her at home overnight." I left already at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So here it is, 11 o'clock. I'm not leaving my child at home overnight by herself. So he like, "So you ain't gonna spend the night?" I was like, "You taking me home. Or you could send me home in an Uber. It don't matter, but that's how it gonna be." So he was like, "I'll take you home. You don't wanna cuddle up?" I was like, "No, I don't wanna cuddle up. I'm good." He was like, "Damn." I said, "Yeah, I told you already how you don't want to be bothered because I'm gonna treat you like a nigga. I'm gonna do what I got to do, and then I'm gonna goddamn leave your ass laying in your goddamn laying in all this stuff on your bed. That's how I'm do you." And he was like, "So you think you gonna do shit?" I said, "I already got in my mind that I'm a defeat, so you ain't got no chance." Sophie, shut up. So he like, "So you feel like you gonna defeat me?" I said, "I already know I'm gonna defeat you. I'm in an Aries spirit. I already know that the fire in me gonna goddamn ignite, and I'm just gonna fuck you up." And it's been months. It's been a year. It's been a whole year. I said, all the times you call me and I turn you down, I tell you I ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna do nothing. Stop calling me with this fuck shit. So I'm giving you the opportunity tonight to go ahead on and, we could do this. He was like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, okay." So y'all know a bitch ain't did shit. A bitch ain't did shit in year. I ain't did shit in a whole year. So, shit, it might have been longer than that. I'm just giving y'all, a timeline. So, basically, I tell him, I'm like, "Hey, wait a minute. Do you got, do you got anything? Cause, she a virgin. She a virgin. He said, see, nah, I thought, he said, I could do something to lubricate it. I could do something. I said, well, get on your job. Get on your job then. Go on to the child. I was like, oh, shit, goddamn. Can you handle this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Move this way. Move. Wait. Hold on. So then I said, now you flip over, cause then she don't need nothing, cause she already been primed up. So I was like, now flip over, turn over. No. So I already been on trail rides and shit like that. So I already, rode the horses and, I'm already ready. So I just, do my thing. And he was like, "Ooh, girl, oh my God." He said, "You effing tonight." He was like, wait a minute. Hold on. What the fuck? Who told you? Who told you could do that shit to me? He was like, you effing tonight. God damn. Girl, hold on. I already know. He said, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. I said, I ain't no goddamn holding up. The fuck wrong with you? You been calling me. I thought you were ready for this shit. You ain't ready? Oh, see? Old motherfucker, you. See? Y'all old motherfucker, we think y'all can handle these young bitches. Y'all can't handle these young bitches. Old as fool. Old as hell. Calling myself a young bitch. But I'm like, y'all be think y'all can handle these young hoes. Y'all can't handle these young hoes. You might as well cut it out. Lay your ass down. What the fuck? You better lay your ass down. Baby, I had done kicked that goddamn left leg off the side of that goddamn bed for some goddamn leverage. Woo! Honey, he was like, oh, shit, what the fuck? He was like, no more tequila. No. He was stuttering and everything, y'all. No more tequila. He was like, man, flip your ass over. I said, shit, you ain't saying that. Baby, he thought he just had a bitch pinned down because he had that goddamn hand in a bitch back. He thought he had a bitch pinned down. Oh, nah, baby. I was throwing it back. She was throwing it back. Shit. The fuck wrong with you? He was like, ooh, girl. Then, so, I think that probably lasted a good 20 minutes. He did good. He lasted for a good 20 minutes. And so when everything was over with or whatever, I had told him, I said, hey, I need a real hot towel. A real hot towel. I said, actually wet it and put it in the dryer. And then just don't, we just want to hot. So he go get it, he bring it back. And so I was like, he was like, I said, damn, this shit smoking. He was like, I had put it in my my towel thing. So when I shave folk, I said, oh, okay, that good. So I get that. I kind of wipe myself off. Then I go and take me a shower. And then I come out, I put my clothes. He said, you ain't gonna lay down? I said, no, I already said I wouldn't spend the night. So he had done got down. He was like, shit, give me a minute. I said, I ain't no minutes. I said, you need to get up, put your clothes on. I already done took my shower, so you need to get up, put your clothes on to take me home. Or we could do an Uber. It don't matter with me. Whichever way you want to do it, we could do an Uber or whatever. So he had said, nah, I'll take you home. So instead of him taking me home in the Porsche, he had took me home in his truck. He took me home in his truck. So y'all, this guy, he's a pro bass fisherman. So he had unhooked the boat from the truck, and he had the shit pretty. I ain't gonna even lie. The truck pretty. It matched the damn boat. He had both of them. They got that wet paint on them bitches. And when men have those type of hobbies and crafts or whatever, I I have respect for that because first of all, you really into whatever you do. You got your thing, what you got going on, and you really deep into it because you making your boat match your trailer and your trailer matching your truck, and that's where you were coming from. You had went to a competition, and I don't know for whatever reason when he coming from a competition, he called me. So I on the way back I asked him, I said, so did you place in the competition? He said I had got some points, but I didn't place. I said, see, today wasn't a good day for you to call because you're not on a winner's high. I said, but see, you should have known that I was on a winner's high because first of all, like I said, I was on a birthday high. Aries, we're very arrogant bitches. And then on top of that, um, I'm fire. I'm fire. I'm just fire. I'm just fire. And shit, I had already had in my mind that I was gonna defeat you because you've been begging all year. So because you've been begging all year, I was gonna give you something to think about. He like, what? I said, yeah. I said, now I know we in your truck, so I ain't gonna tell you to speed up or nothing like that. I said, cause I feel like when you got and the way you were driving that Porsche, like, you driving that Porsche talking about you going the speed limit, but I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing how cars are right on your ass and you, like, they can go around. They can go around. They can wait. And I'm like, wait, like, baby, we on a Porsche. What the fuck wrong with you? You better drive this bitch. I said, you lucky I ain't got no damn driver license, cause baby, I be fucking this motherfucker up. I be fucking this bitch up. You hear me? These roads will have flames behind us. These roads will have flames behind us. But he get me home. It's nice and safe. We get home nice and safe. But I was so worried about him because I was like, damn, he seemed like he defeated like a motherfucker. The way he was driving the goddamn truck like somebody goddamn granddaddy. Now I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say that he wasn't hitting all the spots and but the thing is I was giving it back to him. It wasn't no running. It wasn't none of that. So that's how day one went off. Day two, yesterday, my family say we're gonna do a cookout at the house. We're going to also do the birthday party thing for you. And then we're gonna hide the eggs and shit for the kids. And my cousin, y'all, she worked for the city of Atlanta or Fulton County, I must say. And they had this thing where she got into this um Easter bunny costume. And the whole time we going to stores and stuff, we getting things for the event. And she's like, man, I'm gonna wear the costume for the kids today, but I feel like the kids, they probably gonna jump on me. Cause you know how Mish kid, my sister, how her kids, they all bad. They probably jump on me. And I was like, you think they gonna jump on you? She was like, hell yeah. She said, but I'm gonna hit them back. She said, I've been wanting to hit them kids for a long time. She said, I've been wanting to whoop them kids for a while, so I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna hit them back. So I'm like, okay, shit, don't her kid, don't make my kid. I be wanting to whoop their ass too. Shit, they bad as hell. So we do that, and somebody. So this is where I come in at. Somebody come and Okay, my cousin daughter, she got the hookah. So we doing hookah. I say I wanted to get me a little shot of tequila, so I get me a shot of tequila. Then my cousin come, he already know it's cuz birthday, and he got the tequila that I like, so he get the tequila I like, and he got me some limes. He went in the kitchen, cut up the limes. I had some lime juice. He had with some lime syrup, and then my other cousin, she has some strawberry syrup. So I'm just sitting there smoking the hookah. Then we pull out the karaoke. So we doing karaoke. Of course, I take over the mic. I'm doing karaoke. Then they want to say, dang, you can share the mic. And I'm like, no, I can't because it's my birthday. No, I can't because it's my birthday. I'm going to sing on this microphone all night. They like, she drunk. She drunk. I'm like, if I was drunk, baby, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this. I just feel good. I ain't drunk. And y'all know I'm going to talk some junk. Now, listen, y'all. I'm with all three of my aunties, right? All three of my aunties, and I have this respect for them. When it come down to other friends and family, everybody be motherfucker, bitch. Oh, sit your motherfucking ass down. It be all that, but for some reason, in front of my aunties, I cannot do that. I cannot. I can't cuss around there, and I'm a 51-year-old bitch. I can't do it. And even in the songs that I was singing on the karaoke, if it came to a cuss word, I just jump out over that, right? I can't even do it. And then I might let the kids, because one of my nieces, she is like a songbird. She could sing her ass off. Then her aunt was there. Her aunt could sing too. And my sister, she got a voice, but she could sing. I had the same voice I'm speaking to y'all in. It's the same voice I sing in. It's just one song that I can hit the notes. I can blend in. But the song long as hell. So by the end of the song, I've been on ran out of breath to sing. So yeah, that's how yesterday went. And at the end of the night, somebody came and they was like, I made some edible macaroons. And I'm like, edible macaroons? I love macaroons. Can I taste it? But I said, I just want a crumb. Just give me a crumb. I just want a little piece. Because the last time I had an edible, I think I was high for 3 days. Because I ate the whole thing. And so I didn't want to do that. So I tried a little crumb, and it didn't affect me. We played spades, and we played against the first generation, against the second generation. And so I played against two of my aunts, and then me and my one of my cousins, we played against them. And they sat down to the table talking shit. Oh yeah, these little young'uns, they think they finna beat us. They finna do this. They finna do that. They, first hand be it itself. We playing Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce. We playing that. And I was like, y'all don't want to have. Yeah, 3 days, girl, three. I was like, y'all don't want to have all these spades in this game, because them spades can trip you up. You can think that you gonna be able to cut some books. You can think all this, but I know you gonna at least have one. So if I had an ace in every suit, y'all don't want to play. Yeah, we gotta have Joker, Joker. We gotta have that. We gotta have that. So I'm like, okay, okay. So they thinking I'm drunk, cause I'm talking big shit. I always talk big shit. I always talk big shit. I don't give a damn what it is. It's just with them, I'm not gonna cuss. But the shit talking will be there. Leave me alone, health. Baby, that first hand it bid itself. That first hand they got 7, we got 6. I was like, yeah, y'all would look on that because I ain't really getting nothing in my hand. But they off. Okay, I played like the ace of diamond, and then I had king of diamond. When I thought that king got the one of them cut it, they these youngin' they think they gonna beat us. They think they gonna do this. These youngins. So I'm like, yeah, y'all got them. Y'all got them. But they didn't know I had the goddamn big joker, little joker. I had the deuce of diamond. I had the ace of spades and the king. It was just one. The deuce of spades was the only diamond spades that could beat me in that hand. But when they had bid it 6. So I said, okay, we're gonna go 7. We're gonna go 7. Cause my cousin, she was like, I don't have shit. And I was like, shit, I know I got about 7 books over here. Including that King of Diamonds. I included that King of Diamonds. But I ain't have no clues. And I think I had like the Ace of Diamond, the King of Diamond, and I probably had like 3 low hearts. My cousin, she said the only reason why she didn't bid her ace of heart is because she had the other hearts. So they were cutting the hearts off the rip. They were cutting them off the rip. But they ain't really have no spades because I had damn near every spade. Even my cousin had maybe 2. But I had down there every spade. They probably had, one of them probably had the deuce of spades, and one of them probably had 2 spades. So between the two of them, they had 3. I had all the big high spades, and then my cousin probably had like 2. And then I had all the little lower spades too. So shit, I was whipping ass on that table to the point that I should have went 10. But they said they saw 6. And they were real, they thought they had it. But I sat that ass. I sat that ass. I sat that ass. Then they were like, damn. They were blaming each other. They were mad at each other. They were cussing each other out. I was like, no, we ain't doing no cussing. Y'all stop all that cussing. Y'all can't be mad because of one person. Girl, get off me. Y'all can't be mad because one of y'all misbid. Y'all misbid it. So that's how yesterday went. Yesterday, I had a lot of fun with my family. Then, Mr. called me and he asked me if he could come and we go out again. And I was like, no, it's Easter. It's the Lord's Day. I want to go home and chill out. And yeah, this morning he called me again, and he was like, I know you off. What you got going on later on tonight? And I told him, I'm minding my business. I'm just minding my business. That's what I got going on tonight. I'm minding my business. So he got an attitude, but he'll be all right. I think that he kind of thought that him picking me up in his new Porsche Panoramic was gonna make me see him in a different light. It's not that. It's just that we're not on the same page when it comes to, girl, I'm fixing you some water now. We're not on. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Fix some water. Boy, I slap her. It's not that. It's just that I feel like it's something that is we not clicking on being on the same page when it comes to certain things. And I feel like, okay, you fun, you real fun to hang around. Girl, don't you see I'm tightening it up? You so rude. We have fun together. It's just that I'm not gonna do things on your whim. And if you ain't learned that by now, then you should already know. You should already know how things is gonna go. And that way you wouldn't be surprised when I say no. We ain't gonna do it. I just feel like when it comes to certain relationships with men, in order for you to get it to actually match what your style is, then you gonna have to show them that you not thirsty. I ain't thirsty. I don't need you. And then when I come around you, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. Cause that's how you wanna treat me. You wanna treat me like I'm a little bitch. But I'ma slut you out. How about that? I think the reason Sonya is why he ain't gonna leave me alone is because I slutted him out. He don't feel cool with that. Because I probably treat him like he treat other women. He got slutted out and he don't know how to handle it. Come on. He don't know how to handle it. It's almost like, oh damn, how you gonna do me like that? You slutted me out and I don't appreciate that shit. So I'm gonna have to get you back. So that's how that go. That's how that go. But that's how my weekend went, y'all. I had a very nice weekend. I really enjoyed myself Saturday. I did. And basically, I want to thank everybody for their birthday wishes. Y'all, I went over to Pizarro's and she was talking about cash apps and shit like that. So I was like, can I drop my cash out for my birthday? And she was like, yeah, y'all can go on and drop y'all cash apps. I just wanted to see what she was going to say. So I dropped my cash out for my birthday. And believe it or not, y'all, I end up getting two cash outs from me dropping my cash out in her chat. I got one from somebody who I haven't seen on these YouTube streets in a while. And basically, they told me, shh, happy birthday, drink on me, I'm in the clouds, don't call me out. And I said, okay, I won't. So by her putting that on there, I didn't even I just said in the chat, thank you all for the birthday cash outs, and I appreciate that. So I got that from Pizarro chat. Um I think I got, yeah, I did. I got cash outs from one of my supporters over here for my birthday. And of course, like I said, the girlfriends, they took me out to dinner for the birthday. My brother bought me lunch and he had bought me I forget, he bought me something out of Walmart for my birthday. My sister sent me a cash out. And oh, G Butterfly sent me some soap. I don't know what's in my box. I haven't opened it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and open it now so I can actually see and set up my commercial for tomorrow. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm gonna open it now so I can know how I'm gonna set this up. It's a little different because it's in a box this time. Y'all, I be sitting in the bed Indian style. Is that inappropriate to say Indian style? You know, for my birthday, I always try. It's I try not to, but one of the biggest thoughts I have when it comes to my birthday is how would it be with my mother? Something. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I think something kind of leaked out. Okay, I got that. Ooh. Oh, that do smell out the dryer. She know I love that. Something leaked. That smell good too. I think that's what leaked. Is that a candle wax too? Damn, damn. Okay. But yeah, I be trying to think about how would my birthdays be if my mother was here. You know, okay, these are body icings. Thank you so much, G Butterfly. Y'all go, G Butterfly, please drop um your website name, you know, the website address in the chat so that other people can actually go and visit your website. Y'all, she has these body scrubs. She's calling them body icings. And she also have the wax candles that you could put in your candle, your waxes. They're 6 ounces, and it smells just like out of the dryer. It smells like bounce or something. And I love when I wash my laundry, and yeah, I love when I wash my clothes and that bounce is permeating within my home. I love that. But what okay, so now that we spoke about my birthday, let's talk about what I've seen in the beach sector. Okay, of course y'all know I seen the video of old girl over there with the I could say it. I said it on that other video. I said I seen booty cheeks and dick and balls. I saw that on that video. And I saw Yaya talking about it today, and that was a very good description of what we saw. I saw Yaya today, and she was speaking about some things that I really didn't know about. That's why I really do watch Yaya. I watch Yaya because I mean not just Yaya. I watch the beat sector people so that I can have an idea or clue what's going on. I love watching Jay Dunn. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you. I I don't, I watch Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, I know that Jay Dunn is one of those people that have to actually prove not prove themselves, but if they see you lying, they're going to make sure that everybody knows that you're lying. And they got the evidence to prove that you're lying. That's what Jadon is all about. Jadon is going to um she's gonna make sure that everybody know that you sitting up here telling lies, right? I don't like that. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't think it's necessary. I feel like the supporters that you have are the supporters that you have. And those are going to be the people that will support you no matter what. I've seen this in the B sector so many times where no matter what a person do or say, because I've been a Sean Bradley supporter for years. So by me being a Sean Bradley supporter, even though I never understood why the people that supported other people against him, they could see the lies and they still supported that other person. So it's not really gonna get you that far because I never understood how could people sit and allow people to lie to them in their face. And they know it's a lie. They know these things are kind of made up. You see what I'm saying? I never understood that. So I feel like a lot of the things that I guess it's her content and it's the style of who she is. But I understood exactly where she was coming from when it came to her and the Let's Be Honest lady. I understood exactly where she was coming from. In the beginning, I was like, now Jay done. But you can't attack me with my trauma and feel like I shouldn't be able to attack you within yours. So your trauma can't match the trauma that I've had, and her losing her mother at the age of 19. That's I know that had to be very traumatic. At least I had mine until I turned 30. And I still to this day wonder how would it be if I had my mom to see me turn 51. So that's something that I've been thinking about the whole time leading up to my birthday, as well as on my birthday, and even today. I wonder how we would have celebrated because that was the thing. My mother would celebrate her children's birthdays as if we as if we were, we were her princess and her princesses. That's what we were to her. No matter what. She honored and she protected us as if we was royalty. And especially when it comes time to, mark a milestone. She was gonna be right there to mark the milestone. And that's what I've been thinking about the whole time when it comes to me understanding Jay Dunn. And I think the whole thing that really got me to appreciate Jadon was the thing when they actually did the mock funeral for her mother, because by then I had already lost my mom and I could understand that really had me pissed the fuck off. I ain't even gonna lie. I was mad as hell. I was mad. But that didn't get me over to J Don's channel to actually look at her videos. So even in her earlier days, I missed those videos. She spoke on them the other day. Another thing that really got on my nerves was the whole thing with that goddamn Tulsa and that goddamn, I don't even know that lady name. They've been calling that lady a horse, Dory. That really has gotten up on, ooh, child, when they was over there at that damn Lemon channel, and they kept talking over Lemon, and they was going after Jay Dunn. I had to leave. I was really enjoying that video, but when they hit the panel and they had I had left because they was talking over him. I didn't even know that they got bought down. One thing, I did not go to the Easter service. I did not go to the Easter service. For one, I know that I would have had to say something in that chat. And my actual Facebook page is my own personal Facebook page. So that would be my family members, my friends that I went to high school with, my Eastern Star sisters, my brothers from the Masonic Brothers. I'm in another organization too, y'all. They call them Turtles. I'm in the Turtles, and I'm in another organization too. So I didn't want to mix that up with B sector. Now I do have people that are in the B sector that follow me, or people that I met in the B sector. I'm not even gonna necessarily say they are B sector, but I've met so many people within this, dealing with Sean Bradley and other content creators on YouTube. Believe it or not, there are so many content creators that are on YouTube that are on my friends list simply because I have makeup creators that's on my page, because way back in 2009, 10, that's what I was over here to do. I was over here to do makeup hauls, do my face on camera, and show y'all my look. I had to show y'all my look. So basically, that's how I actually added some of them. I added one sexy Tina one. I took added much love from KY as a friend. People from my planner community. So it's a lot of YouTube content creators that's on my Facebook. But unfortunately, it's just that I couldn't go into that live and get some the likes of this person, this person, this person. And they start asking me to be my friend, or I ain't want to be in that algorithm. So, and I was chilling all day on yesterday until it got time for us to go do the cookout. So I could have went to the service. Hell, I dropped down in King, what his name? Damn, the guy, the Avatar Nation boy. I dropped down in his live and he was like, "Is that the Just Lovely from Georgia? Is that Just Lovely?" And I was like, "Yup, it's me." Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I believe that is okay. So everybody say that they couldn't, determine who that person was. But I honestly believe that that person was the original Wrench. And the reason why I say that is because when I used to be over on my I can't even think of the name of that channel, but let me see if it's on this phone. Hold on. No, it's on this phone. But I can't even think of the name of the channel. But when I was over on that channel and doing what I call the confession booth, and the Wrench used to visit over there all the time, and the wrench used to be over here all the time, because before I used to do the confession booth, I'd be on this channel and I would do my makeup and my outfit that I was wearing over there. And then when I get over there, I'll be on camera and I'll be reading letters that I would find on the internet that was probably on Reddit or something like that. So I go over there and read, and basically I was doing my call-ins over there, and I had Zills, the Wrench. I had a lot of people were calling in over there. Now, y'all, the same way that this channel has these people in here, now I was having the same group of people. I probably have at least up to 16, 20 people over there. And they were, some people was actually calling in and giving their perspective on the letters that I read. So basically what I would do was read the letter, give my perspective on what I thought that letter was about. And then I would have my followers call in so they could sound off on what they thought their perspective was on the letter and the advice that they would give the people. So it wasn't like yayas. I wouldn't have people actually writing in to me, but I would say, what would you tell this person if they came with you with a letter like this? So what would you tell this person? I seen a lot of people that, oh, what you call it, did am I assholes? Just Sarah did am I asshole? But I think this was back in 2019, 2018. So yeah, that's what I was doing over there. And I used to always be like, when he came out with his channel, Avatar Nation, I would be like, the wrench, you ain't fooling me. I know this the wrench. And it was so funny for him to say, is that the Justlovely from Georgia? So I was over there in his live chat and I was chatting it up and giving my perspective when it came to certain topics that he was talking about. And I was talking about the I don't even forget what I had the most to say about over there. Cause I know when I had first landed in the chat, he was talking about Teresa girl, don't you go to jail? And then I was like, well, why would she go to jail? Because church should be a place where anybody should be able to go to. And that's still my stance on that situation. I heard that Teresa didn't actually go to the church. But my stance on that situation is I felt like Teresa could go to his church, my church, your church. It don't matter. She should be able to go. I don't think that Teresa was the bad thing that actually happened to their Sunday service at Jay Wilson's church. I think Tracy actually prevailed in this situation, even if she did not go to the church, because Tracy was able to get their views up to maybe they got views on that Sunday service. I know my church go live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And my church, when I be looking at it, because I work on Sundays. So when I'm looking at the live stream of our Sunday service, I think that at the most, they might have like 8 people up in there. And I, for some, I'm a social media person. So basically, I send the link to my family and we'll be in there, but I'll be commenting, and they won't comment. But I know social media, so I'm gonna comment to the point that on Facebook, I am one of the highest ranking supporters on their Facebook page. And that's so funny. I get all kind of badges, all this, all that, and basically we only had like 8 people. I heard that Jay Wilson Church probably had like 5 people. But I feel like Jay Wilson, he shouldn't be over there talking no junk about the views, because basically the whole idea of Tracy going to his church got the church numbers up to where it was at least 80 people in the chat speaking. They said they were dropping down with the eyeballs and the this and the that. So actually, y'all got some views that day. Now, will y'all get views like that next week? No. Y'all ain't gonna get them views. Sorry for you. But you're not gonna get the same views that you had. Jay Wilson, I would tell you my church name, so y'all. Well, here I heard y'all trying to raise some money up so y'all can get a damn refrigerator over there. So I can't even get you with the lighting and the producers who actually do the video for our church, the live stream and stuff like that. Because if Teresa would have been at that church, we would have seen Teresa at my church, because they gonna pan out to the congregation when it's time for the preacher to give the word. They gonna be able to see the preacher giving the word, and they gonna see the choir stand. So, oh, so it was 100. Okay, it was over 100. Okay, but they ain't gonna get them numbers next week because basically it's not the hot topic. Easter Sunday is over and gone, so they're not gonna get those same views, unfortunately. But I heard that they had a good got some views this week just because Tracy threatening to that's a thing, like threatening to come to your church. Baby, listen, you can come to my church. You come on. Come on. Come on to the church house, Teresa. Come on to the church house. But I don't think I even would look at that as negativity. I mean, yeah, she could have threatened she gonna do this, do that. But if anything, Jay Wilson, your church got the views. Now, you said you peaked in, so what they end up being? Well, I heard that Deanna had told him you supposed to bow your head when y'all praying, but I wonder if that made the church members look at. Well, I heard it went about 5 or 6, so I was just playing. But I heard that they was in now. They weren't really cutting up, but they were cutting up. So Jay Wilson, if anything, just let it go and appreciate the views. Now, do that make you? Oh, I'm doing one of the things that I hate. So let me just eat this. Okay. But they might look at you in a different way as to what happened and why all these people in this chat communicating about Jay Wilson. That was one of the things I thought about too. But y'all, I heard that the besties are not bestie no more. They said that Dory and Ness going after Tulsa because she support Jay Wilson. And that's something I don't like. You can't tell me who I can and can't support. I'm going to go anywhere I want to go. I think that was one of the issues that I had with the I'm going to take your mud stick and this and that when it came to Lady Nickel. Because you trying to control me. And I feel like it's too late now. I still go over there and listen. She said something about she had unblocked a lot of people. But blocking people don't keep them from being able to look and see what you're saying and do commentary on what you're talking about. So, you know, I can't handle that. Like, I rarely drop down in King Roman News Live, but that don't necessarily mean that I'm not there. And I feel like I was a horrible moderator anyway, simply because do I drop down? Probably not. And the reason being is because most of the time that a lot of the content creators go live, either I'm at work or I'm asleep. So I can get up and go to work. And I ain't gonna miss out on no damn sleep because you lied to moderate in your chat. And if they can't understand that, then that's on them. Hell, you got 30 of them. What you need me for? You don't need me to moderate. And just because I don't drop down don't mean that I'm not supporting. So when I heard all that, I was like, child boo. Anyway, you'll be all right. And on that note, I'm finna go. Child, look, I got so much barbecue left over from yesterday. I probably could eat off that food for the next 2 days till I get tired of it. My auntie was like, no, just get a whole pan and take this meat home. You could do some sides with it. Y'all, I do the baby shower meatballs at for the barbecues. The aunties, they were like, you didn't make this sauce. What sauce you got for this? I was like, I did make it. You don't need nothing but some grape jelly, brown sugar, and that Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And sometimes I might put a little butter in now so it can, kind of crisp up a little bit at the bottom. I'm gonna put that shit in the oven for like 30 minutes after I done coated all the meatballs with my sauce. And depending on how I feel, I might make the meatballs from scratch, or I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy the frozen ones, and I'm finna doctor them bitches up. The only thing y'all really like is the sauce because it's got that sweet and tangy taste to it. But they couldn't believe it, and when I tell y'all them, I thought I had did 2 pans. I thought that I was gonna come home with maybe at least a half a pan. Baby, when I tell y'all all the meatballs was gone to the point to where I still had like one more bag in the freezer because I knew them meatballs were gonna be gone. And like I said, it was so much food at this barbecue, and it was a whole lot of people at the barbecue. But everybody took home plates, and it was still food. Like my auntie was like, please take some of them ribs. Please get some of this chicken. It ain't nobody here but me and your auntie Pat. Just go ahead on and take some ribs home. It's plenty of macaroni and cheese left, plenty of hot dogs and hamburgers. My cousin made some kind of buffalo dip. I don't like spicy. It wasn't spicy, but it was okay. I don't like that. But it was like 2 bowls of that left. My aunt and my cousin, they had took home a whole lot of that. And the tortilla shells that they were eating it with. The chips they were eating it with. And it was plenty of green beans. Well, it wasn't that many green beans left. It wasn't that much corn left. But I brought home macaroni and cheese. I brought home ribs, chicken wings. I brought home a lot of food. Today I got up this morning and made my sauce for my meatballs and put them other meatballs that I had in the freezer in now, and I made meatballs for here because I had made my brother plate, but I think I put him like 3 or 4 meatballs on there. Then I had brought home it was probably like a half a pan. But my brother loved them meatballs, baby. He could eat them goddamn meatballs by themselves. But on that note, I said all that to say, I'm finna go up here and put me like 4 baby backs on my plate. Some meatballs, some macaroni and cheese. They made some garlic bread. And somebody, I don't know who made that garlic bread, but that garlic bread was him. And some baked beans. And I'm going to call it tomorrow. I'm waiting on Will Trent for tomorrow. Queen, if you still in here, can you please catch up on Will Trent so I can listen to Will Trent? We could talk about Will Trent because I want to talk about Will Trent. And on that note, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all for coming back 2 times in a row because StreamYard was tripping on me. I'm gonna see if I can use my My thumbnail, I took a whole hour. I was supposed to go live at 3 o'clock. It took me a whole hour to do my damn thumbnail. Don't play with me. Shit. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.